It is -5 degrees here, so Drax gets the day off from his daily walks. I'm gonna record a drive and talk for you guys because there's stuff I want to talk about pertaining to the Lakers and Luka Doncic. So last night we recorded the first episode of Bulls on Tap. Me and my boy Sal have taken that over. If you guys haven't listened to it, if you guys weren't in the live yesterday, go on YouTube, check that out. It was a really good discussion, but we wrapped that up. I watched some of the Bulls game, and then I had that Lakers-Celtics game going on too. And I hadn't watched the Lakers in a minute. It had been, at least probably a month since I had sat down and watched the Lakers. And I was kind of shocked at what I saw, specifically from Luka Doncic. He looks like a different player than he did at the start of the year. He looks like a different player than he did even a month ago. The dude looks out of shape again. He looks like Dallas Luka Doncic again. He's moving slow. He looks heavier. There's no first step. There's no quickness. There's no athleticism. It's a really confusing watch because we had this whole offseason where he got the Men's Fitness cover article and he had the photo shoot and he was looking jacked and everybody was getting their hopes up. And I was sitting back and I was like, hey guys, we've had this like the last 3 off seasons. Remember, he'd play like in Eurobasket or he'd play in the Olympics and people would take pictures of him and they'd be like, look how skinny Luka is. We could see his veins. And then, the season would roll around and he would get heavy. So I was like, let's pump the brakes a little bit. And Lakers fans got pissed at me. But look at the dude now. He has clearly put on weight, and the loss of athleticism, the loss of quickness, it's jarring. Like, go watch a Luka Doncic highlight reel from his first 3 years. He's way more athletic. He's quicker. He's got a first step. He's getting past people. He's able to jump. He's able to get off the ground. He's able to finish at the rim. You watch him these days, that first step is not there. He's not getting past anybody. He's getting people on his hip, but he's not actually, getting that extra inch and getting past them. Every shot that he has to make is a difficult shot. I saw somebody on Twitter, they were calling them horse shots because they were the type of shots you would take in a game of horse. And that's exclusively his bag right now, is making tough contested shots. He's still super talented, so he's still getting 30 points in his sleep. He's still making a lot of these shots, but the difficulty of them, it's not winning basketball. I mean, it really does. It doesn't, I'm not going to say it reminds me of James Harden because that's kind of a lazy comp in my opinion, and honestly this looks worse than Houston James Harden ever did. But it's really hard to win when your best player is a heliocentric player who lives exclusively off tough shots, tough contested shot making, and foul baiting. And that's Luka Doncic's game right now. So I don't know what's going on with the dude. He's not that old, right? He's like, 26, 27 years old. He should be in his athletic peak right now. And I know he's had injuries, but, we're talking like hamstrings, calves. A lot of those injuries have been conditioning-related injuries due to carrying excess weight on his frame. So it's not like we're talking about, torn ACL, torn Achilles, torn meniscus. None of that stuff. It's all been conditioning-based injuries. We shouldn't be seeing this loss of athleticism from him. So I'm just saying, guys, if I'm a Laker fan, I'm concerned watching him because not only is he living exclusively off tough shots and foul baiting right now, but he's worse than ever on defense. Like there is absolutely no effort whatsoever on the defensive end. And then when you're trying to win with Luka and he's such a poor defender, you got to put guys out there like a Marcus Smart, like a Jared Vanderbilt to try to mitigate some of that loss on the defensive end from him. But those dudes, they're one-sided players too. They're good on defense. They can't do anything for you on offense. So the Lakers, man, their roster construction right now, it's flawed. Obviously, they're not a true contender. They're going to be a playoff team. They're probably going to be a first-round exit team. And then this offseason, they really got to figure out, like, how do we build around Luka going forward? Because it's really hard to build a team around a guy like this. And I don't know, man, if this offseason, the magazine shoots, the embarrassment that he dealt with coming off last year's playoffs where pretty much everybody was dog walking him for being fat and getting outplayed in that series. If that didn't motivate him to stay consistent throughout the whole season and to really make this a fuck you season, a prove it season for him, then I don't know what's going to motivate this dude. So if you're still a Luka Doncic believer, hit me in the comments, man. Let me know what I'm missing because I don't particularly enjoy watching the kid play. So I don't watch too many Laker games, but every time I do, I'm just shocked at the way he looks these days.